When you're serious about hockey, you have to know how to handle the puck, take hard shots at the net, and explode on the ice. 20-year-old Layla Edwards has all that and more because this game is what she's always known.
I was about 3 when I was figure skating, and then I switched to hockey at about 4 or 5.
By 8, she was traveling to out-of-state tournaments and honing in on her position.
I was mostly a forward when I started, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I like to score.
I think when she turned Mike and played AAA hockey with the boys, and she was like one of the better ones out there, that's when we thought, she might be able to do something with this sport.
A sport loved by her whole family, including little brother Colson and Dad Robert.
She did get a lot of support from her family, but we've also got a lot of support from the community, like here at Cleveland Heights.
And why Layla was able to pursue her dream.
I grew up watching the Olympics and watching Team USA, and I was like, I want to be them. I want to represent my country, wear that jersey at the highest level. Boarding school was the first start for me.
She spent her high school years at Bishop Kearney in Rochester, New York.
Which is an excellent hockey academy. We think the best hockey academy in the country.
Perfecting that slap shot, though it did come with some sacrifices.
We missed a lot of her, but that's the one regret we do have because she wasn't at home for a lot of her upbringing.
Oh! Before long, the University of Wisconsin came calling.
It's over.
And her favorite teammate? That's big sister Shayla. Together, helping their team win a national championship in 2023.
It was an incredible moment for us, and I'm sure my parents were filled with a lot of joy.
It was always a dream of mine to have them play together and to see them have that success.
That family dream only the beginning. Layla would make history when she became the first Black woman to join Team USA.
She's crying, guys, she's crying. Oh, congrats, Jeff. I made the world's team. It's hard to put into words because of how hard that I worked to get it and how long I've dreamed for it.
Then the dream got bigger. When earlier this summer, Layla was selected as the 2024 Bob Allen Women's Player of the Year by USA Hockey.
That list of names that have won that award is an incredible list, so to be a part of that list it's an honor.
We're blown away by it, and we're still blown away by it, but we understand the work that she put into it and the help that she got.
She's done everything she can to make me the best hockey player I can be. My family has been incredible, and I'm so grateful for them.
She's making an impact on and off the ice, and that's pushing her to reach the ultimate goal.
The Olympics 2026, so I'm hoping to be a part of that tryout, and then I'm hoping to do my best at that tryout and get put on that 2026 Olympic roster. It's incredible to break a barrier. I'm just so honored to be able to inspire, anyone, but more specifically, girls of color.
Lindsay Buckingham, 3 News. On the track is where 18-year-old Aubrey Cyndia feels at home.
When you clear new heights and set new PRs, it's just the best feeling in the world.
It's taken power, strength, and determination to get here, something Aubrey has shown since she was a little girl.
She always loved ballet. She did hip hop, she did everything, tap, contemporary.
I liked performing, I liked being on stage, I loved the music.
A natural on her toes until it became tough to stay on them.
She did great with turns, and then she struggled.
It wasn't just her form that was off, it was her spine. Aubrey had scoliosis, and it was serious.
We went to the surgeon, and he said, we're at the point something needs to be done. She needs to start wearing a brace.
So she did, all day and night, starting at just 9 years old.
She would have to wear it in school, and kids just, aren't kind at that age.
The thing about Aubrey, though, she doesn't give up easily.
She played volleyball, too, and then she got into track.
I started off in the 400, and then I started transitioning into high jump, which was hard because of my back.
A true fighter, just like her biggest hero.
My husband had been, at that point, diagnosed with ALS, 100% terminal disease.
On borrowed time, they went to California to cherish what would be their last family vacation together. They weren't prepared for what came next.
Aubrey was in her bathing suit, and she bent over and I could just see like her rib hump was like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, something's wrong.
They knew surgery was unavoidable, but it would mean the end of her dance and track dreams.
Her life wouldn't have been the same.
Then Aubrey's Cleveland Clinic doctor, Ryan Goodwin, presented a new surgical option called vertebral body tethering.
Traditionally, patients with severe scoliosis required a fusion operation to fuse all the bones together, whereas now with VBT, we're able to do so and harness the patient's growth so they can continue to be mobile.
You know, I did not want surgery, and I sat there and he mentioned this new surgery that I'd never heard of. And I was like, well, would I be able to dance? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, would I be able to do back bends? He's like, yes. And I'm like, high jump? He's like, yes. He's like, you can do everything.
It was surgery day, and Aubrey had just one request, that her dad Scott escort her back to the OR.
He got to be there and be her strength for that and for me.
Strength he'd keep sharing well into her recovery.
He played the biggest part of me getting through that, for sure. Seeing the stuff that he went through and how he fought ALS like an absolute champion, and he did not let that drag him down.
Just 1 month later,
I think he let himself go as soon as he knew we would be okay. And I think that pushed her to try harder and get better for him and live her life every day like it's your last.
And that's what Aubrey did. Only weeks after surgery, she was back on point shoes.
Her turns improved. Her balance was way better. Like right after that, she said, I want to do track again, Mom.
And she didn't stop there, pushing herself to become a top high jumper at Keystone High School.
She made it to regionals. And every year after that, she made it to state. And one of those years, she even made the podium at state.
Aubrey is heading to the University of Bridgeport in the fall to compete as a heptathlete.
With 7 screws and a tether and her spine. It's like a miracle.
No matter where her path takes her next, she'll always find ways to inspire others to reach for their dreams, the way her dad still does, each and every day.
I feel like I'm a lot more appreciative of what I have and my capabilities as a person and athlete, physically and emotionally. Seeing what my dad went through and seeing where I am now, I'm just more grateful for what I have.
Lindsay Buckingham, 3 News. If you happen to be in the food court at Cleveland Clinic's Cryo Emporium, you'll most certainly notice 28-year-old Annie Murray, laser-focused on her tasks.
Annie is probably our most reliable, hardworking employees that we have.
She's also the sunshine in every room.
I've never seen Annie to not be in a good mood, so she's bringing an energy to us.
Annie's energy and dedication have propelled her into a successful figure skating career.
Do you get excited when you look at these medals, or do you feel proud?
I feel proud of myself.
You should feel proud of yourself.
Yep.
You're amazing. You have a pile of medals here.
Her skating journey began when she was just a little girl, but her parents say Annie was into everything, especially chasing around her older brothers.
The boys were in every sport, so they had teammates from all over the place, and she's going to be included. She's not going to be left behind. You know, she became part of the team.
Then Annie joined the best team, the Trinity Special Olympics program at Winterhurst in Lakewood. In May, she competed in Iceland, her fancy foot skills earning her a first-place finish.
It's like dream come true.
For her coaches, too, Marjorie Thomas and April Gabrilski.
She has lots of fun out on the ice, and she works really hard. I've been skating with Annie since she was about 5. That girl is the bravest girl. She will try anything.
You do your skills, the crossovers, lost jump. I try to learn a mohawk.
What's that?
It's a mohawk. It's like this, to here, to here.
Oh, with your feet.
With your feet.
Her parents credit a supportive village for cheering Annie along every step of the way, from her experience attending Lakewood schools to places like Gigi's Playhouse, where Annie is celebrated for being exactly who she is, a great role model.
When they came back from Iceland, her coach was like, she has the best attitude. She tries anything, she goes anywhere, and that helps everybody around her.
But it's always been Annie herself, proving that anything is possible when you follow your dreams.
Annie has been a great employee, but more than anything, we call her a friend now. And she means a ton to us.
You know, she's, in my opinion, very self-sufficient. And I think a lot of parents see that, and you know, maybe they will allow their son or daughter to take on more added responsibility, you know, because that's the goal.
I want to skate for years. You keep going, you keep trying.
Lindsey Buckingham, 3 News.